Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They go counter. It's Johnson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Rodgers has him on the quick hitter. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
20.
Rodgers here from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a good play down to the 19. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
319! Inside!
1st down, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
319!
To the air, 3rd and long. It's on target to Johnson. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
It's a screen play to Warren. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
319! Hey, take 26! 319!
Working out of the gun. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Now Boswell on to send this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. A-chain on the inside give. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Hits him on the out route. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out. That's good for 7 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Achane, a first down carry. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Get set. 18.
Going to the ground again on first. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We made him 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He completes this one to Kraft. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down, ball at the 36. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins get their first points of this game just before halftime. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on first down. That's the right way to begin this series defensively.
319.
Trying again following the sack. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. All right, so they're only going to have enough time for 1 more snap here before we reach halftime.
At their own 33-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
All right, come on.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
You don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did. Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Tagovailoa facing third and long. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
On fourth down, he snaps to Tagovailoa. Space past the 35. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the first. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Dumps it off to Achane. And he gets this forward to the 19.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
They're going to throw it on third and long. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
44, ready. What?
Achane punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10.
Dolphins 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returnable from the 1. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Get 300. 300. 258, 26. 258.
To throw, Rodgers. They find Johnson out of the backfield. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they hold him down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Steelers first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. Near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
To the air here on first down. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and the quarterback will find you again.
On the draw, this is Johnson. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Rodgers here on the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
From the gun, Johnson. Oh, he loses the football. And the Dolphins got it. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone.
Man, did those sidelines get loud. I think we all had to figure out what the heck was going on and who recovered the ball. But the minute they see the defense gets it, Kate, look at them. They save 6 points, and they get the ball back for their offense.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Tagovailoa from his end zone. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to manage to take him down at the 12. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
First down, Miami.
Ready, John?
Here's A-Chain running right. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. This play brought to an end by the former Dolphin. Here's Jalen Ramsey. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
At the 14-yard line.
Two now from the gun. Throw to the right finds Waddle. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7. Third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Trying to pick it up here with A-Chain. And he'll get it up to the 27. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Tua out of the pistol. Flush out now to his left. He's keeping it. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First down.
Ready.
Now Tua to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Hey. Go ahead. 21G. 20, TH. Out.
From the 42. As the open man downfield. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Devon Achane with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
Maybe on that rap to pay the bills.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
319. Inside.
First down throw by Rodgers. And he can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this third quarter. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16.
319.
Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Jump out.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He fires one deep down the left sideline. They did it! He made the interception! And the Dolphins have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Hits him on the out route. And he stopped cold at the spot. We won't keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Good. Help.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Searches for him, and this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
A loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
Solo left side.
Trying again, following the set. Downfield, he finds Waddle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate. They stretch it vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch on to it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous.
Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
You're right here. 18. Yeah.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. This one's caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Has it in close. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a fourth-quarter lead. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead.
Steelers 24. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, really with I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, take 26. 318.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Get 300. Get 300. Take 30.
Rodgers throwing again here on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
50.
Back to throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on fourth down.
Jump out. 319.
Desperation time here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Solo left side. 18. Hey, 21 TA. Ready.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11. Sanders all set to send it away. And he takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Rodgers here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him on the slant. Rolling into enemy territory. Has a hole left, room to run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
50, you blocked the 58!
Rodgers trying to throw for it. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. Until he gets down safely with enough of that 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st down, here's Tua. Completes this one to Kraft. Has some daylight through the 40. Keeps himself upright. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
First down, Miami.
Tua setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 9-point advantage. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
32. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Sanders all set to send it away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
26.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers set to pass. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
Steelers,
Hey,
first
26.
down.
Look at that.
1st down throw by Rodgers. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on. You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And the Dolphins were all over that kick. This game is over.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Here he is to throw. Caught outside, beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the 1st down. This game is over.
Dolphin, 1st down.
Back to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. Hits the 20. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Well, Brock, the fans are right. take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? Both.
All of us. Indeed, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now, and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red, I'm ready right now, don't run your mouth too quick, let's get it. Stop talking. One way.